And guess what?
Here we go.
The benches have emptied.
Oh,
and
call this one.
You're the man. You're the man. And you know what, Nolan Arenado? Shut your mouth. You weren't even drilled. You knew it was coming up and in, and guys are on the ground rolling around with each other.
It's good for a baseball fight.
We both got what we wanted, Craig.
That's it.
And Pete is aggressive. Alonso wants to fight.
You're down 10-5. Cardinals are going to come to bat in the bottom of the 8th. You got to hit somebody. It's time. Alonso got drilled in the head again yesterday, and we can make all the excuses we want about it's the balls, which the Met pitchers are saying as well.
Yeah, Chris Bassett said it.
But in a game you're going to lose, that you're down 10-5 in on the road, isn't it time to throw the ball at a Cardinal?
And you know what's perfect? When the bottom of the 8th inning starts, a guy who's gone 3 for 3 today will be leading off for the St. Louis Cardinals. That guy's name is Nolan Arenado.
Hit him.
So if there is a guy to drill, you drill their best player who's had a massively good day.
Because as good as this Mets season has started, and it's been great. They've won every series they've played. They're in first place. They have a 4-game lead already, whatever it is. There is what's the word I'm looking for? There is now a track record of teams hitting Met players and nobody responding to it other than a tough look, from Buck Showalter. This is the perfect situation to drill Nolan Arenado in the leg, the ass, wherever, right?
I've got no problem with him.
So you agree with me?
I don't think it's necessary, but I have no problem with it. I mean, if they drill Nolan Arenado and feel this is the way to let out the aggression of 18 or 19 Mets having been hit this year, a few of which by the head, then fine. My answer wouldn't be that. My answer would be the next time someone gets hit in the head, charge them out and beat the crap out of the pitcher.
Okay, but they've had 3 guys hit in the head.
Yeah.
Alonso twice, Lindor once.
Yeah.
They've been hit far more than any other team. Well documented.
Yeah.
And they've not done a damn thing about it.
Yeah.
So while the start's great, I don't want to take anything away from what's happening on the field. They are the best team in the baseball right now. The question is, and one of their players just got hit. Another Met just got hit.
Yeah.
All right, which even leads more to this. Who got hit? Who I didn't see.
J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis just got hit with a pitch.
He got hit in the leg or the foot, and it looks like he's in considerable pain. So what I was going to say is that the Mets have been fortunate with all these hit batsmen. No one's been seriously hurt, and that may have changed because J.D. Davis got hit in what appears to be the lower leg, and he does look hurt.
And Buck Showalter was chirping as he walked past the home plate umpire, saying what we all could imagine. The New York Mets have to stop this. And I'm not saying the Cardinals threw J.D. Davis on purpose. There's no reason to. You're up 10-5. 1 out in the top of the 8th.
It doesn't even matter the timing because if you remember last night's game, Starling Marte got hit with the bases loaded.
Right.
And what happened? He was pissed.
You got to be pissed.
Logic would tell you, well, obviously they're not hitting him on purpose. It was a good thing the Mets scored a run, but Starling Marte was pissed and even said after the game, eventually we've got to do something about it. Your answer is the do something is in a 10-5 game, drill Nolan Arenado, who happened to be 3 for 3 today.
Right.
I've got no issue with that.
But
That's
I think
fine.
you have to. And J.D. Davis getting drilled on the left ankle and hit him square on that outside left ankle is just another guy being hit. And again, we don't do anything about it.
Well, they yell, they scream, they talk about it in the media after the game. But, yeah, they haven't done anything. My overall answer, and I want to make this clear, I've got no issue if you want to go and say tit for tat. Now, Buck was on our show. We asked him about it, and he basically said 2 wrongs don't make a right. So he's poo-pooed that with us. My answer would be to do something about it is if a guy's hit, go to the mound and fight him.
I agree with you.
That'd be my answer.
But if you're not, now J.D. Davis, went down to the ground. He couldn't stand. He's limping off the field. They're taking him out of the game, so he's not going to charge the mound, obviously. But there has to be retaliation. Like the New York Mets, great start. I don't want to take away from the most important aspect of this year, a great start. But you don't want the reputation of they can throw at every one of our guys.
So do you think drilling someone is the answer or fighting is the answer?
I think both are the answers. Now, again, J.D. Davis went down. He couldn't get up to go do that. I'm not even saying he would have. But literally, as you saw, he walked off the field gimpy. He wasn't charging the mound. Nor do I think that the Cardinals hit him on purpose. No. It doesn't make sense.
But that's not even the point because the Mets have said that. It's not. At times, it's not even about intent.
You just got to stop hitting us.
Yeah. But in one breath, they say the reason it's happening is the baseballs. That's what Chris Bassett said last night.
Right, but Chris Bassett's saying it, and I appreciate him saying it because it's an insight we don't have.
And Buck has said it too.
But it takes them off the hook.
Buck Showalter said yesterday, or maybe it was this morning, that Billy Epler has called Major League Baseball to complain about the baseballs because how many Mets have been drilled. So in one breath, they're telling you it's the baseballs. Even Buck with us the other day, and this morning talked more about the sticky stuff, how it went so far one way,
right.
Now it's going so far
and
the
I
other.
think Buck said to us, just have a universally accepted thing on the mound, use it.
So the Mets have been saying it's the baseballs. If it's the baseballs, what the hell's the point of drilling Nolan Arenado?
I'm sorry. You can't get hit as often as this team has been plunked and not at some point throw at the other team or fight.
Craig, I have no issue doing that. I'm just saying if the Mets are over and over again saying it's the baseballs, that's the issue, then what the hell does hitting someone do if you're publicly saying it's the baseballs?
Yeah, well, just because they're publicly saying it also doesn't mean it's necessarily true. But the only recourse they have is either fighting or beating, I'm not saying in the head, hitting a guy where it doesn't hurt the guy.
I think it's very possible, and you are going to take so much credit for this, and God bless you if it happens. I think there's a 50-50 shot it's going to happen in the eighth inning because it is the perfect.
It should.
It's a 10-5 game. It's a getaway day. You're pissed off about what's happened. Another guy got hit and he's left the game. God knows he may be on the injured list. We might finally get a Met who goes on the IL after being drilled.
He got hit right on the outside of his ankle.
Yes.
Now, he does have a protective little shield there.
Right.
But it looked like it caught the top of it and may have hit him like on the ankle bone.
So it actually makes perfect sense that with Nolan Arenado, their best player, because that's what you should do. You go right after their best player, who happens to be 3 for 3 today with 3 RBIs in a 10-5 game. Now would be the time. Because here's the truth, Craig. If you don't do it now, then clearly Buck Showalter's telling us I have no plans on ever doing it. And when he was on with us, we asked him point blank.
Yeah.
He made it seem like they have no plans on doing it. Now, that, of course, is he going to admit it? I'm not saying he would.
No, he can't admit it.
But he did come across like a guy whose plan was not to fight this fire with fire.
To me, this is the only, it's not even criticism, it's not the fair word. The only thing that if you want to come up with something for Met fans to rally around, that in theory is a negative, because you can't talk about their play. They've been great.
Right.
I think I can't wait to see what happens then.
I'm more of
I think you drill him right in the ass. First pitch.
The thing is, and I go back to the Piazza Clemens thing from the World Series, sometimes it's okay to charge them out. Sometimes, and I think our parents have taught this, sometimes it's okay to fight, right? It's okay to fight sometimes.
Yes.
You agree with that?
Sometimes, by the way, you have to fight.
Okay. So my criticism of Piazza was when Clemens throws it back, go to the mound and fight him. Like, seriously, it was okay in my opinion. That's kind of, when you say, what have the Mets done? What should the Mets do? Last night, and maybe Pete wasn't in the right mindset at the moment because he just got drilled in the head.
Right.
At some point, go to the mound. Like, I know Starling Marte charging the mound when he gets hit with the bases loaded may look asinine, but as Gary Cohen brought up, and it's infamous in baseball history, Reggie Sanders got hit during a Pedro Martinez perfect game, and his response was to charge the mound. And everyone mocked him like, the guy's pitching a perfect game. And Reggie Sanders in the moment was like, I don't give a crap. This guy's a headhunter. This guy just drilled me. I'm going to go fight him. So maybe the moment was, especially Starling Marte, look at him. He's an Adonis. Maybe the moment was then.
So the first pitch to Arenado came in high and tight.
And guess what?
Here we go.
The benches have emptied.
Oh,
and
call this one.
You're the man. You're the man. And you know what, Nolan Arenado? Shut your mouth. You weren't even drilled. You knew it was coming up and in, and guys are on the ground rolling around with each other.
This is it's good for a baseball fight.
We both got what we wanted, Craig.
That's it.
And Pete is aggressive. Alonso wants to fight.
Yep.
They all want to fight.
I didn't see who was pitching. You have to tell me, was it Lopez, I think, is on the mound for the Mets?
Yohan Lopez, who they had just called up.
Good. He did the right thing.
Yohan.
So he came in high and tight to Arenado. Did not hit him.
Came up and in.
But he came headhunting.
So here's what happened.
Good for him.
Arenado starts shaking his head as soon as it happens, almost like, I get it. And then someone said something, and that's when Arenado went to the mound. Bench is empty. There was a lot of pushing and shoving. Alonso's pissed out of his mind. I'm sure Max Scherzer's killed somebody with a look already.
So two guys went to the ground. It was not Arenado. It was not Pete Alonso. It may have been Lopez.
This is your best moment.
I love it. Did I not call that?
Well, I got to take people through this. So Craig brings this up, and it was great to bring up. as you're bringing it up, JD got hit.
Yeah,
so the timing was great right then.
Yeah.
And then, as we said, boy, now you kind of it's right there for you.
Had to. Down 5, had to.
Especially with Arenado coming up.
Yeah.
And the first pitch by Yohan Lopez, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, up and in.
Yeah. Now, he didn't hit him, but he went headhunting. He did.
But wait a second. Are you okay with this? He didn't hit him.
Yes, I'm okay with
Really?
it. That was that's his attempt to hit him.
Drill the guy.
Well, listen, I would have preferred he drilled him, but I think it's the same thing, isn't it? Or no?
No.
I had to throw at him again?
When Sean Estes threw behind Roger Clemens, was that good enough? He missed him.
I want to see who the two players that went to the ground. It was one on the Mets, one on the Cardinals. I was then not able to figure out who those two guys were. There's a lot of trash talking back and forth. He did not hit Arenado, who now gets up with a 1-0 count.
This reminds me
Throw
of the...
at him again.